If you're new here, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm and consider subscribing to the channel. Let's dive in. The market is absolutely green this Sunday. We're waiting on the weekly close, where hopefully Bitcoin closes above $118,000 or even $119,000. Ethereum just broke a 180-day high. And XRP? Guys, $7.4 billion in trade volume over the last 24 hours. That's about a sixth of BTC's volume, while XRP's market cap is less than a tenth of Bitcoin's. That's wild. At the pace we're moving, we could see a 3x move for XRP not in months, but days. Also, anyone who's gotten into crypto in the last 3 to 6 months, or even right after the tariff news dropped in February, is likely in profit right now because nearly every top 100 crypto is in the green. Sure, some are outperforming others, but it's a sea of green and I love seeing it. I usually don't care much about weekend price action because that's typically when we see profit taking, but this weekend, the volume is strong, and that's what matters most right now. Especially look at XRP's trade volume. It's holding well after the end of week pump from $2.95 up through $3.64, now finding support at a higher high. From a technical analysis perspective, things are looking really good. Even if you just draw trend lines, everything is exceeding expectations. Let's talk about the key news stories that are impacting XRP and what to expect as markets open tomorrow. Now on to watch our guru. Michael Saylor is hinting at buying more Bitcoin. Stay humble, stack sats, as always. He's one of the biggest bulls out there. MicroStrategy continues accumulating BTC, and remember, what's good for Bitcoin is good for XRP and other altcoins. Ethereum, the number one altcoin, which I personally believe XRP will surpass this cycle, just broke its 6-month resistance, hitting $3,807. Inflows are looking stronger than ever. Now, let's dive into some stories to watch for next week. According to CoinDesk, Wall Street's infinite money glitch is shifting from Bitcoin to altcoins. Publicly traded companies are now using crypto to balance their books, and crypto treasuries are becoming a mainstream strategy. And just to bring it full circle, remember what I said earlier, $7.4 billion in XRP trade volume on a Sunday. That's when Wall Street is offline. Wait until Monday. Even without a spot ETF for XRP, the trading volume is strong. Typically, we see much higher activity Monday through Friday, and this is just the preview. Companies like MicroStrategy have been issuing convertible notes and equity to fund their Bitcoin purchases. That's the financial infinite money glitch. Now that strategy is extending to altcoins, offering massive upside, though yes, with more risk. But all signs show we have tailwinds pushing us forward, especially with Trump finalizing trade deals. Wall Street has always mastered turning complexity into profit machines through financial engineering, combining debt, equity, and derivatives in strategic ways. So with all this happening, new highs for BTC, strong altcoin inflows, and momentum in XRP, if we can maintain weekend volume, we're likely going to explode next week. The ETF approval for XRP is still in the pipeline, expected in August or September. This lines up perfectly with the falling Bitcoin dominance. Just check CoinMarketCap. Bitcoin dominance topped at 66%, now rejected to 60%, and Ethereum's at 11.7%. That's your first signal that altcoin season is beginning. Ethereum still needs to climb 20 to 25% to reach its $4,800 ADH from 2021. And when ETH starts climbing hard, that's when altcoin season kicks into high gear. Now people are asking, where could XRP sit? First, understand this is a risk-on market cycle. It happened in 2017, again in 2021, and it's starting in 2025. it's triggered when the Federal Reserve flips the switch. For the past 6 months, they've been in a holding pattern. But when they move into quantitative easing, it's go time. And guess what? July 30th is the next rate decision. Fed Chair Jerome Powell speaks at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. And if that's the moment we shift to risk on, get ready. Right now, we're already seeing institutional capital flowing in, not just into Bitcoin, but into altcoins like XRP. Bitcoin has already doubled from its 2021 high. So to catch up, XRP needs to hit $7.50 to $8 and ETH around $9,600. If Bitcoin dominance drops further and ETF inflows surpass expectations, we could see XRP hit $10, $15, even $20 short term. If institutions pour in, it's not crazy to talk about $50, $100 plus XRP. Sounds wild now, but the crypto market could 10x or 20x in total valuation. If Bitcoin really does hit $1 million, a $20 trillion market cap, then why not XRP at $2 trillion, $5 trillion, even $10 trillion? Yes, XRP may not be a reserve currency, but it's built to run the banking system, replace SWIFT, and settle global transactions. I'm bullish. I'm excited. And I'm glad I loaded up below $2. XRP was actually the first crypto I ever bought back on Kraken in late 2017. Never took profits. Almost sold at a loss when it hit 50 cents, but held. Now I just wish I bought more. And trust me, a lot of people will feel the same when it hits $4, $5, $6, and beyond. To all the new subscribers, thank you. The support has been phenomenal. I see you in the comments. Hitting the like button, I appreciate you all so much. We'll be back later today with more updates as the news keeps rolling in. Let's watch the weekly candle close in a few hours and hopefully continue the run up from there. Appreciate you all as always. Keep investing. Peace.